Who's ready to sip to that? Coming up next, make sure you join the ladies of I'll Sip to That as they fill up their glasses and get ready to weigh in on their opinions of the recent events surrounding Travis Scott. Drake also went to social media and weighed in on his opinions. The ladies had a lot to say. Guilty or not guilty? That is the question. So make sure you join the conversation and get ready to sip to that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to I'll Sip to That. This is your girl, Shannon.
And this is your girl, Jazz. So Harlem, happy Thursday, sippers.
Happy Thirsty Thursday, sippers, and welcome to I'll Sip to That. Yes, it's Thirsty Thursday. We are here ready to just give you a little bit of news and our opinions, of course, because you know what? They're just that, our opinions. So we don't want anyone to take anything that we're saying personally. We're entitled to our opinions just like you are to yours. And this topic is about to be juicy. But before we do that, we want to just let you know our girl Sashay could not be with us today. So you have Jazz, So Harlem, and I, and of course, our awesome glass of wine that is sponsored by
Forditas. I hope I am pronouncing this right. It is a specialty off of the line. We have been sipping on Gladys wine for about a month now, spelled Gladdys. It is two Brown brothers who have branded this wine, and this is a 13.5%. So I would assume that it is very fermented, and I'm excited because I have not had a sip yet today. So Shannon and I are going to taste this out and give you our honest, bare reviews because I have not tried it. And I did want to try it on air so that you can just see the 100% honest truth, whether I like it or not. My face may tell it all. I may run off screen, but hey, we're going to go ahead and dive in. And this was gifted to us. So we really appreciate you, Gladys Wine. Two of the other wines that we have tried have been absolutely amazing. When I say great tasting wine, like crisp, fresh, like a good tasting wine. And if you're a wine lover, it's something that you'd be interested in. So head over to their page. Again, it's Gladys Wine, and tell them that your girls I'll Sip to That sent you. And I am ready to taste test as of now. Shannon, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, honey.
Yes, I can.
Honey's the word. Honey's the word.
Honey is definitely
the word.
Yeah.
Honey's the word. This is almost, well, tell me what you think first.
First of all, I think I could taste that 13%. I can definitely taste that. Yeah, it has like a honeysuckle type of taste. It's sweet, but not overpowering. This definitely is something I think would pair well with fruit, cheesecake, probably desserts. It's a dessert wine. Very, very good, crisp, and definitely a winter wine, in my opinion. But I really like it. It tastes good.
It is strong. I definitely feel like someone put some honey and Jack together.
Yeah.
And made it a wine. And I do like Jack honey, like surprisingly. My best friend and I, shout out to Tosh, sorry to tell your business best, but we finished a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I was shocked because we're not like Jack Daniels drinkers, but with Jack and a little bit of ginger ale, you never know. But yeah, it's very it's a subtle wine. It's not overpowering, it's not strong, it won't make your jaws, clench. It doesn't. It has some honey. It's almost like if your mother said rub some tussin on that. Yeah, it's like that. Like I could not finish a bottle of this by myself, but wow. I could finish a glass.
Yeah, this is definitely this really is good. I mean, although it's a wine, it almost can be passed off as an alcoholic beverage.
It's giving me very much so liquor vibes. At that 13.5, I don't know what they was over there stomping on, but it is giving me drunk vibes. I call it Uber vibe.
Yes. but it is really good. I mean, this is
not
something,
bad at all.
Yeah, I would definitely purchase this wine. It would be something I would have on my shelf and I will keep all season. But like I said, I think it's more of a winter fall wine.
Yeah.
But I would definitely drink it all season. And
yeah.
thank you, Gladys Wine, for sending us all 3 bottles. We appreciate you guys. Yeah. We love the wine. Everyone, please head over to them. Make sure you go and just try 1 bottle,
One. This is for details.
Yes, support them and let them know your girls from I'll Sip to That sent ya. Yes. And I'll sip to that.
I will sip to that. Now, something that I'm not sipping to is you people. I'm talking to all you ones down there, you concert goers, you ones down there while I'm in stage. I do not support you people blaming Travis Scott for the tragedy that has just occurred. Let's just throw a couple of probable factors in there. Like there should have been a cap at how many tickets could be purchased, like anything else. The stadium should be, at some kind of responsibility to, how many people can fulfill or fill this arena. So let's not, make it at capacity, because A, accidents can happen, and B, COVID. So if you are saying that Travis Scott should be liable for every single accident that has occurred, I don't agree with you. There have been 23 accidents, injuries, and I don't know how many deaths for sure, but that's 46 cases against him.
Wow.
And he is just, to me, so unproblematic, so cool, calm, collected, so chill. I don't understand why him. And he was alongside Drake. So are they splitting this 46? Or I just don't understand why. I mean, we've seen, incidents occur at Manchester for Ariana Grande. She didn't get sued. Right. We've seen South Carolina 9, and I hate to bring this up, but South Carolina 9 was like 2015, 2017. Do you stop going to church? We see Kyle Rittenhouse on trial for right now. I mean, are you not going to go to, a library? Then we see the killing from 2015 at the Colorado Aurora Hills. Are you not going to the movies? Are you going to sue the movie theater? Are you still going to go watch Candyman? Like, make it make sense. So, I don't give a sip. I send my condolences to these families. You just think I'm going to go to a concert. I'll be home in the morning. I'll call you when we leave here. It's about to be lit. And you never make it out. I truly, truly, truly can empathize. But he cannot be responsible for something that, he didn't have control over. He was just performing. He was your entertainment. You can't do that to that man.
Yeah. I mean, great points, Jazz Harlem. And I totally agree on this one. I don't think that he should be made responsible for something that he did not have control over. He didn't purposely kill these people. The ones that were in the crowd are the ones who killed the people. You trampled over them, trying to reach a stage, and you were never going to get close enough to even get to Travis Scott. I don't understand why people do that. Like, why are you rushing the stage? You're not going to be able to touch them. You're not going to be able to join the stage. You just can't. And for them to put all the blame on him, I can't even imagine that, because unless I'm missing something, but from what I'm seeing and hearing, I cannot imagine that being the case, because this man is up here performing. Yeah, you have people chanting, stop, stop, stop. But if I'm up here performing, just because you're yelling stop, I don't know what you're yelling stop for. That could just be the crowd going crazy. I'm sure. I don't know.
Throw a yellow flag, a white flag, a red flag. Throw something for me to notice you, because there are cameras rolling through concerts for footage and something. So unless you have fainted, as we've seen in Michael Jackson concerts from every culture, nationality, country, we've seen it. We've seen just people at different shows pass out and fall out. Those are red flags. Yeah. I didn't see one. So how are you going to make him responsible when he was just doing his job? I just don't understand.
And you're right. Then, and that's the purpose of security. You have security down there for those reasons. All concerts and, all concerts, they have ambulance already set up, they have medical teams already set up, and they do that for a reason. The reason is because people normally get hurt. So it's not like that you weren't expecting something to happen. Of course, nothing to this devastation, but this is what happened. And let me tell you something. Before we start going into all of these different venues and these different things, as a people, are we responsible? We should have seen how many people would be able to be there. And if it's over 5,000, if it's over 2,000,
if it's over 3,500,
I'm not going.
And it's COVID.
Yeah, one is COVID, two is too big of a crowd. And then we know how they do. They have these mesh sessions. They even do it at regular concerts. They throw people in the air. The performers fall into the crowd. I mean, it's so many different things that happen during these concerts, and the liability again should not be on Travis Scott. My opinion. I don't think it's awesome that he has volunteered to pay for these funerals. He's paying for counselors. He's paying for medical expenses. He has and to give refunds back. So that is admirable that he's willing to do that. But I don't think that should all be on him, because the person or people who designed this this festival, y'all knew who and how many people should have been able to come in there. And everybody is so suckered in on money and making up for lost time. And now you're trying to double the price in the people. So now people had to die for the sacrifice of money, of greed. And for what? But I'm also a firm believer that things have to happen for a reason, because going forward, I bet you my bottom dollars that they won't allow this to happen again. So unfortunately, these people had to be the sacrifice, just like George Floyd had to be the sacrifice for what happened during the time of COVID. And, that's just what it is. Prayers go to the family.
Nipsey Hussle. I mean, there have to be sacrifices. And I just sincerely understand, but things happen for a reason. Only God knows. And now there are going to be so many restrictions and limitations on. Now there's going to be, instead of it being a 5,000 sold out show, your show's going to be at 3,500. And there's going to be seats in between you and your homegirl.
Absolutely.
And that's fine, because guess what? Safety is first. And that is not because of Travis Scott. This should have been implemented way before. He's not the first person to have a show where somebody fell out.
Absolutely.
Or someone got sick or left on a stretcher. That's just unreal to think of. People get thrown into the air and go flipping off of other people that they don't even know. If somebody drops you in that mosh pit, is Travis Scott responsible? No, nobody told your ass to get up there. Flying around for like a bag of popcorn. No. So no. No. You have to take responsibility, whether you feel like it's 50-50 or this, that. When you bought that ticket, there should be some little disclaimer at the bottom, but also that stadium should take an even more responsibility and accountability, because that is not all on Travis Scott. It's not. All he did was sign up for the gig, and then he performed. And that was not solely his responsibility. And again, they will try to say, well, the people were saying stop the show. But how we don't know if he heard them. We can't say what this man heard when he was on stage, because everyone was saying, oh, he heard them, he saw them. How do you know what that man heard?
We don't know that.
He might have had earplugs in the whole time to drown y'all out so he can do his job and get off. There's no way that you can't tell me what I heard. Absolutely. And shout out to Roddy Ricch for coming through, and other celebrities. We've seen all the Kardashians and the Jenners, say a little word of peace, whether it does something or not. But they're just not that kind of family. They're not. They're not my absolute favorite, but they will make sure these people are straight. And I just don't understand how y'all could just blame one person. When security, what was your job? You didn't hear them saying stop?
They did.
What was your job? You didn't hear anybody from the top falling over or laying out? I mean, drum man. There are so many other people than this performer that you can blame for that. So I don't give a sip. Sip happens. I didn't wear the shirt on purpose, but hey, it fits.
Sip happens. Yeah, and that's very true. And for some reason, they're trying to tie Drake into it too. I know he was a part of the show.
He was there. Yeah, he was. But what if he's like, well, I was just the back man. I was just there. You
absolutely
can't do that.
Right. Yeah. And you make someone feels bad for, a situation. And I'm sure that man is is feeling that in his
let's
heart.
think about his feelings.
But that wasn't even enough. That wasn't even enough. People went in on how they felt like he didn't give enough expression or emotion. It's like
maybe he's emotionless.
People. I'm sorry.
No. Maybe he just doesn't show emotions. I don't want to say emotionless, but maybe he just doesn't. Everybody don't have to respond the way you want them to respond. I learned that at church Sunday. Just because I don't cry don't mean I don't care. Just because I don't say doesn't mean I don't care. Like, you're upset that I'm not responding the way that you want me to respond. I learned that at church Sunday. That does not mean anything. That's your own perception, opinion, and you're entitled to feel that way. But just because I don't want to argue with you doesn't mean that I don't care about a particular topic or a subject or matter. All right, cool. All right, we'll talk about it. Okay, it'll get handled. Okay, I'm working on it. Okay, it's settled. But that don't mean you want somebody to go back and forth with you. That's why y'all so damn crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all like that. Y'all people today like that. Oh, he's not crying. Like, and then he crying. Why he crying? It was his show. Damn, what do you want from him? Like, it's just hard to please people. It really is. And I can't even imagine the stress that he's dealing with, the trauma that he has to deal with. The phone calls. He got to make 46 phone calls, 46 emails, and then hear everybody crying and try to go to bed every night with that. And then Kylie's pregnant. Like, just think about this man. He's not even 26, 27. Like, just give this man a little
reprieve. Because again, like we said, it's not his fault. And I'm not going to take everything away from him, because I don't know at what point or who made a decision on how many tickets can be sold to go to his show. I don't know. I'm not a promoter. I don't know the behind the scenes litigals.
We don't know that he knew.
I'm sorry.
I said, we don't know that he knew it was.
No, I don't know that I don't know if he knew it or not. It could have been the promoters, and they're going to make their cut. He told them how much it's going to cost for me to come. And then whatever y'all charge, that's on y'all. But this is what I charge. However you make your money is how you make your money. So we don't know, behind the scenes of what happened, but everybody always have the answers. Everybody always have the answers. Yeah. So my prayers, again, our prayers, Sip to That prayers go out to the families, everyone that was affected. And, unfortunately, the 9th person died today. And it's heartbreaking. It really, really is. This is one of the reasons I've never enjoyed concerts. Like, I don't like concerts. I just love concerts. And don't.
To God be the glory. I've never had an experience like that, but I just have always been very on my P's and Q's. Like, I'm not meeting you there. We're going together. I'm not leaving without you. I'm not going to the bathroom separately. I don't need to be in the first 15 rows. I don't need to. And I mean, I've seen Beyonce 3-4 times, Jay-Z, T.I., Jay-Z. Like, it's just something about shows that you do have to take accountability and be a little leery of. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. They're just a human performing for your pleasure. So anything can happen. A light could fall on you. Who's responsible? I mean, a fire could start. I mean, a shooter can come from here because they are dying to see, Jay-Z, and they can't get to him. Anything can happen. We've seen it. So it doesn't mean that, he did this, but a stranger off the street, you're going to blame Jay-Z? No, he was just performing. Like, no.
And that even with you bringing them up, I wonder if they would have went so hard if this was a Beyonce's concert, where they have, put it on her like this was all her fault. Would y'all have went that hard on her? I really, really wonder if that would have been the case, or you just doing it because it's Travis Scott,
Yeah, but he's so unproblematic. Like, y'all are like literally bothering him. Like, I like Travis Scott, and I just can't imagine him doing anything like to bother y'all. Like, it's pissing me off. Like, he's my friend. Like, I just want to be his defense. Like, I don't understand. And I mean, like, would y'all do the same thing if it was Summer Walker? Would y'all, well, Summer, she was just doing this. So, I mean, she ain't never, how she get the slide and he don't? Like, make it make sense. Like, be equal, be balanced, be fair, because you can't be biased against one or another. Yeah. Like, they're saying stop. Right. You need to be scooting out the row and trying to get to the exit, swinging your arm with a yellow flag, a red flag, a white flag, something. Yeah. But for the way those cameras roll through concerts, there is no way that someone could not have noticed you, like, saying stop. Right. Tiana Taylor just noticed somebody in the audience. And I mean, I feel like it's going to be a lot of that activity going on. Absolutely. Yeah. It's going to be a lot going on. But No.
Again, that's why I said it, things happen for a reason sometime, because now it's an awakening. So it's going to make them look more into the crowds, make them more tuned into what's happening around them. Again, maybe their concert events aren't going to be able to be so massive.
I
And
will sit to that.
more
Cut
control. Yeah, definitely. And, and trust me, I have been in a situation where, something had happened, was not out of our control. It doesn't take away the pain you feel for that person or the situation. And then sometimes people just need someone to blame because they have to make it make sense for them. So, you have to blame somebody. Somebody has to give you a reason as to why it happened, because what really happened it don't sit right. So you need to find a bigger reason to make it make sense. So I get why these people are coming for him, but at the same time, I just honestly say that that was not Travis's fault. And I don't think that was his intention to have anyone die at his concert. Who wants that reputation?
But who want that stress and that drama and these suits and this, burden, and that, like, this man has to go to bed every night thinking about, oh my God, I've talked to family 1 through 22. Now I got to start 23 to 46 tomorrow. Like, that is tiring. That is upsetting. He needs prayer. He needs a covering. Absolutely. He needs, like, y'all just got to understand, like, this is not just this man's fault. I didn't say that he wasn't at zero fault, but I don't know how much. For me, I don't know how much, because he just came to perform. And if you're going to have that energy there, have that energy at the movie theaters, have that energy at the church, have that energy at the library. Mm-hmm. Don't do nothing. Stay home during this pandemic, because clearly
I will.
I will. I still went to the bar, but it just doesn't make sense. And you just have to be cautious and just accountable for whatever you're doing wherever you go. And honestly, the concert kind of thing, you should just be kind of leery of, considering everything that has been going on the last 2 years anyway. I haven't been to a concert. I'm not interested, because, I'm trying to keep my life. But at the same time, anything that I do, I'm making sure there's a lot of people here. Is it packed? Should I go? Anybody can step off anywhere into any establishment. Anything can happen. So keep that in mind. On a plane, in an airport, if you travel, if you in, this place all the time, like, it can happen.
Absolutely. And I'll sit to that, Jazz. So Harlan.
Yeah. So anyway, Shannon, once again, before we get off of that, just rest in peace, and our condolences to those families. And Travis, I'm sending you prayers and love, sending you light and positivity, because I can only imagine. I don't even have a third of the coins you have, so I can only imagine the stress and the money that you have to endure. So, but we do have exciting news. Sippers. We have our sip to that. Wine mixer coming up. Woo, woo. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Sippers, December 4th. Go get your journal, get your phone out, get your iPods or your tablets or whatever y'all call them. December 4th, it is going down. We are having a mixer. And if you want to see yourself become prosperous and blessed and happy and just securing your finances in 2022, you need to be at this mixer.
Yes.
Let him hold it, Shannon.
Absolutely. And not only that, you want to register between now and November the 27th. November the 27th is our cutoff. You can no longer register at that time. So make sure that you are ready. Make sure you come. We have limited space, you guys. So we're going to have to cut off at some point, but we definitely want you to be a part of it. It's going to be an all Black attire, a lot of different business owners. So you need to come and just meet, different people, and you just never know where that connection might lead you to. So we're excited about it. We can't wait. We also have so much that we're coming up with for 2022. So it's going to be an awesome move for I'll Sip to That. We're teaming up with other people, and we just got so many different things coming up. So look out for our rebranding celebration that will probably be coming up in February. It's just a lot of different stuff that we have coming up. So just stay tuned. And we thank you guys, just for hanging out with us and coming along with us for these last 3 years. It has been a lot, especially going through the pandemic, trying to still see how to work this thing with us being in different places, different areas. And it's a lot. And it might look easy. And they, people say, oh, you just get up there and talk. But it's not just that. You have to create content. You have to stay relevant. You have to make sure you're still in the know. It's just a lot that happens. You get tired. You get burned out.
I feel like Mariah Carey.
I don't know if I want to do this. Huh?
I feel like Mariah Carey. I get exhausted.
Yes, very exhausted. So, it's just a lot, but I'm excited. We definitely won't give up because I know there's so much more to come. And I am just like, wow, my spirit is on fire. It really, really is, because I don't know what it is that's coming, but I just feel like it's something great. So my advice to you guys, as well as myself, is close out any what's the word? Close out any loose ends. Close out any loose ends before the end of this year with anything. If you have problems with somebody, close that situation out. If you have bills that need to be paid, close those things out.
Yes, I will stick to that.
If you have situations that you just been having lingering, close that thing out. If you have decisions that need to be made, close that stuff out. Allow 2022 to be a refresh, you guys, a relaunch of just your life, of just who you are. I'm so serious. I really think it's going to be a move for everyone that's coming up, but you have to be open to it. And I think before you're able to move on, and these are just my thoughts, you have to close some things first. And I mean, when I say close, settle them. You
know what? Speaking of closing, this is how, this thing ties together, because there are about to be some changes. Absolutely. And I hate to shift gears so quickly, but there will be some changes beginning in January. There will be vaccination requirements for todos los gentes, all the people. So with that being said, you starting off fresh.
Absolutely.
You're vaccinated. You got your mind a little wonky. You got this together. They didn't give y'all stimulus, after child tax credit, after food stamps, after rent relief. Everything. Like, you should be on your way. Everything, line them ducks up in a row and get it popping. Like, there is no way. If you are, like you said, behind on this, get it up to speed by December 31. If you need to check this out, go ahead and check that. Make that phone call, make that text message, send that email, have lunch. Don't be like, I'm really big on, well, I'm just going to wait, or they haven't. You know what? We're going to stop that. They ain't hit me up. You know what I did? I took my time out my day on Tuesday, and I texted like 8 people out my phone. Did I feel like it? No. Did I get a response back from all 8? No. But guess what? I'm fine, because guess what? I know I did my part. And when I say it feels so good and freeing to forgive others, you will have no idea what that does for you until you do it. When I tell you, I left church Sunday like, I told my daughter, where you want to go? What you want to do? You want a mimosa too? Like, felt amazing. And if you do it, it's for you. It's not for anybody else. It's really not. Your reaction don't got to be theirs. You don't get mad because you think they sitting there salty. They could be washing dishes, washing clothes. Just go on about your day. That's it. That is all you got to do, because you did your part. Don't even look at it like that anymore. Like, close out those loose ends. Let it go. I'm going to sing Anna and Elsa before the show is over, but let it go. You're going to feel good, I promise you. Once you get yourself together, God will start shooting things left and right. And once you line up, them barriers, they can't touch you, block you. They can't do nothing, because you're already good. You already made good with what you're supposed to do. That's your job, to make the Lord smile. You're not worried about who's coming, who's not coming, who didn't text you back. Who cares? Like, get your own shit together and you're going to feel amazing.
Absolutely. I love it. And that's how
I said God and shit in the same sentence. Yes.
And that's how we're going to move forward to I'll Sip to That. We're going to repeat this every show until it gets in you. It said it takes 21 days to what? It takes 21 days to Oh my gosh. Like to start something, like to
learn a new behavior.
Yeah, or something along that area.
Yeah.
So it takes 21 days to form a habit or something like that. So we're going to
There it is. 21 days to form a habit.
Huh?
Something like that.
Okay, something like that. Y'all know what we're talking about.
And
but
we're gonna keep saying it every show.
We're gonna keep putting it in you every show until you start breaking those things off, closing doors, so you can be open for what's coming to you for the upcoming year. Okay, you guys. Well, it's come to that time because we can't stay long. I have to finish this glass of wine, and I'm going to take it down right now.
Once again, if you just came on, we are drinking Gladys wine. We were sponsored this wine by our brown gentleman over in another country. It is called 4D Test, and Gladys is Gladys, like Gladys Knight, whose son is going to prison. But Gladys wine, and this one is 4D Test. So we will be finishing this bottle at some point. It is very strong. It is 13.5%, but when you drop a DM or place your order, tell them your girls I'll to that sent you. If you like whiskey, cognac, honey, this is this in a wine, 13.5%.
This is it. And before we close, you guys, again, reminder, sign up. Go to our Instagram page at sip_2TO_ register on event for our mixer and our entrepreneur business mixer. And this is an event you don't want to miss. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. So cutoff date is November the 27th. After that, we are not taking any more registration. So you want to
know somebody that has a business, or somebody that's trying to get their name out there that has a passion, whether you do hair, braids, nails, lashes, eyebrows, you crochet, you know how to roll a fat blunt, whatever you know how to do, come support and just network. The connection will be so immense. And when I tell you, our champagne toast is going to be church service for the world. It's going to be
absolutely. And of course, you want to come and meet your girls. About that.
Of course, yes. And come and promote your passion, as Sashay says. Come and spread your wings. Come and tell us how you got to where you are, where you want to be, and
can't wait.
It's gonna be major.
Well, thank you guys for joining in on another session of I'll Sip to That. We love our sippers. We thank you for tuning in, and Lord willing, we will be back next week, same time, and prayerfully, Sashay will be a part of the show. So until then, everyone, we want you to lift your glasses and say, I'll sip to that. See you guys next week. So good.
Honey.